It's a new year, new semester, and a fresh new season of the Coach's Corner as we get ready for the indoor and outdoor track seasons for the Assumption Greyhounds. Hope you all had a wonderful winter holiday season and a happy new year. Evan O'Neill and head track and field coach Stacie Wentz here with you. So, Coach, similar to the beginning of the cross-country season, we have a few meets to catch up on. You guys have already had 3 meets, both teams. The Alden Invitational in Rhode Island, that was on December 3rd. The Spartan Regional Preview, that was in Staten Island on January 13th. And most recently, the Pioneer Invitational, that took place this weekend. So, looking at the records broken for both teams, it's kind of funny. Alden Invitational, you had 3 broken for the women, 1 for the men, and then it flip-flopped. You had 1 broken for the women and 3 for the men at the Spartan Regional. And most recently, at the Pioneer Invitational, you had 2 broken for the women, none for the men, but both teams won the meet. So we'll get into that in just a moment. And we're mainly going to focus on the Pioneer Invitational, as it was the most recent meet. So for the women, there's 4 athletes on both sides we want to point out. Junior Antonia Pagliuca, no stranger to this show. In the 3,000 meter run, she almost broke the program record that she originally set with a 10:10.63 finish. She missed by like a second or something like that. It was crazy. And then you have 3 freshmen, Emily Roxo, Emily Casella, and Roxanne Wint. Emily Roxo finished in the 60-meter hurdle in first place with a 9.61 finish, program record. And then Emily Casella and Roxanne Wint, both in the throwing, finished 38 feet and 5 inches for Emily Casella. Roxanne Wint finished 38 feet 2 inches. So pretty much those 2 are similar in that own shot put throw, but overall, women's side did a great job.
Yeah, I mean, we're building and building and building. I mean, as we always kind of say, you know, as we look towards the future, we're always probably right now going to be a better team for the outdoor season than indoor. Because we can capitalize on our throwers. We just mentioned 2 really great throwers. Emily Casella, that was an official PR for her overall. Roxanne's coming off of a ankle sprain and couldn't do the first meet. And then we had, you know, training on your own for 5 or 6 weeks before we got back here. So she's building on that, and she comes in with a 40-foot throws, and we, you know, expect her to be there by the end of this indoor season. We hope. So she can get in and score really big points for us. Emily Roxo is doing really great. We actually, Abby Jones and her both actually broke the school record. And then she came back and broke it again, and really dropping that time, which is good and is going to put us, you know, trying to get in there and score in our conference. And like I said, you know, Antonia, this was our first meet back actually after the national championships. So to come out and be half a second from your PR that you did at the end of indoor last year, but then also doing it on a flat track and basically, you know, beating the next competitor by, you know, 10 or 12 seconds, that's really huge because of the difference when you run on flat tracks and compared to a bank track, especially where she ran that school record. It was at BU, which is overly inflated bank track, probably the fastest track, especially on the East Coast. So she looked really, really good, and so we're going to go with her and try to make NCAA qualifying in the 5K this weekend and, you know, really destroy that school record. I think it's indoors, it's like 1750 something. I think she's going to try to break 17 this weekend, go 16:58, 16:57, something like that. So we're really excited about that.
And it would be great for her.
Yeah.
So now for the men's side, another 4 athletes that we want to point out. Once again, 3 freshmen and then 1 junior. It's just in a different order this time. So Keelan Thomas in the long jump, 21 feet, 7.5 inches. Freshman Max Mashad, 800 meter, 157.62 finish. And then Justin Ireland had a great debut to open up the season 2 meets ago, I should say, not 2 weeks ago, with a 60-meter finish of 7:112 or 1:2:12. And then Junior Dylan Brusso shot put 40 feet, 7.75 inches. So the women won the meet, the men won the meet.
Yeah, Keelan actually ran 7:09 in the prelims at the Smith meet. He went 7:07 last weekend. We're trying to we didn't put him in the finals because we wanted to try long jump. He didn't practice long jump at all and goes and basically gets his PR from high school. That's pretty amazing. It just goes to show you the type of athlete that he is. He also plays football here for the Greyhounds. And so he's a dual sport athlete, and we're just trying to take care of his body and make sure that he's going to be healthy and really be able to come in and be an impact freshman and score big points for this team, and as we expect him to do. Justin, He just keeps getting faster and faster and faster. I think he started out the season in the 60 at 7:15. Then he went 7:14, 7:13, and now 7:12. It's crazy. It's funny. And then he also got the school record in the 200 last weekend. And he put in some great work over winter. He did every single workout that we asked him to do over break, and it really showed what happens when you do the workouts. You get really fast. So that's been really exciting. And then Max Mashad, we've been testing out the 800, the 4x8. He's run some DMRs. The 157, again, is on a flat track. It converts to a 155. So for this early in the season, and he won that by like 3 or 4 seconds. So that's really huge. And so, like I said, we're still figuring it out, and it's going to be a good weekend for the men's DMR this weekend, as well as then coming back the next day for that. And then Dylan Brusso is actually a sophomore, which is even better.
Yeah.
He was actually banged up and has a little bit of a back injury, and he was able to get a huge PR out of it and put us right now second in the conference in the rankings. So that's really huge. And so, like I said, we're looking forward. We're splitting the team. Most of the people will be at BU this weekend, but we also have the heptathlon pentathlon meet going over at Tufts. So Kevin Hack, who jumped 6'4" last weekend, 6'4.5", I think, in the high jump, he's going to debut in the heptathlon. So that should be a fun meet because he's doing some events he's never done, like pole vault. So that'll be interesting. And then Abby Jones, ready to go. We're really excited about her. She was pretty close to her PR, indoor PR and long jump this weekend, and then got that huge time, like I said, originally breaking the school record, and then Emily got her again in the 60 hurdles. And so we're looking to see what she can do and really crush our school record in the pentathlon. So it'll be an exciting weekend.
Yeah. Dylan Brusso looks like a junior. I mean, he's so big.
Oh, he's a big guy. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. So it's all good.
Yeah. So basically, a lot to look forward to as the season goes on. A lot of depth. That's what we talked about yesterday. So that will conclude this first episode of the Coach's Corner for the indoor track season. Assumption will hit the road and head to Boston for the John Thomas Terrier Classic at Boston University this Friday. For Coach Wentz, this is Evan O'Neill saying thank you for watching. See you next time, and go Hounds.